Greetings to our listener, Sawang Mushabi. Today we would like to present our poster which focus on the critical contemporary issues. Work-life balance in the context of university students with a specific emphasis of fear of failures among students. To start our introduction, mental health is the foundation of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being, directly influencing how we think, feel, and navigate life challenge. For university students, managing this well-being has become an increasingly difficult blessing as they try to juggle heavy academic demands with their personal life. This pressure often manifests as a pervasive fear of failure. To analyze why this happens, our study applies the lens of behaviorism by looking at how environmental stimuli, academic pressure, and past reinforcement condition student anxieties. Behaviorism provides us with clear framework to understand how this of learning, and more importantly, how healthier habits can be reinforced in higher education.
There are two theory overview on work-life balance in the context of the university student. First is structural functionalism theory. According to Emil Durkheim, viewed education as a vital mechanism for sustaining social order and stability. Life argued that school is a society in miniature that preparing us for leader in wider society, so that people have to cooperate with each other who are neither friends and family. Education does this by social solidarity, which involves instilling a sense of belonging to wider society and a sense of commitment to the importance of working towards society's goals among university students. The second is behaviorism theory. This theory are shaped by rewards and punishments that ignores mind, treating it like closed box and used in behaviorals and practice in school. According to Skinner in 1974, this theory took students change behaviors through conditioning so that reinforcement and punishment still matter in classrooms. According to Skinner in 1936, this theory also showed stimulus generalization and discrimination, explains behaviorism. Teachers can use these ideas to see why some interventions fail.
I will be presenting the application of the theories we use. Structural functionalism theory explains that every person in society has different roles and responsibility. For university students, they are not only students but may also be part-time workers and family members. When this role overlap, role conflict occurs. For example, a student may have a work shift on the same day an assignment is due. Because they need to fulfill both responsibilities, they may experience stress, fatigue, and difficulty managing their time. As a result, their academic performance and personal well-being can be affected. This shows how work-life balance disrupts the normal functioning of student lives. Behaviorism theory focuses on how behavior is influenced by rewards and punishment. Students often prioritize activities that provide immediate benefits. For example, they may choose to work longer hours because they earn more money, which acts as a reward. At the same time, students study harder when they want to avoid negative outcomes, such as poor grades or missing deadlines. These rewards and punishments influence how students manage their time between work, studies, and personal life. Therefore, work-life balance is shaped by external factors that affect students' decisions and priorities. Student stress and work-life balance statistics. The data shows that stress is a major issue among university students. 61% of students reported experience overwhelming anxiety within the past years. This indicates that a large number of students face significant emotional pressure. Secondly, 64% said they felt overwhelmed by the workload and were unable to cope effectively. This suggests that balancing tasks and other responsibilities can be challenging. Other than that, 50% reported that stress negatively affects their sleep. Poor sleep can reduce concentration, productivity, and overall well-being. Next, I will talk about the bar chart. The bar chart further supports these findings. The highest stress factor is finances at around 70%, followed closely by part-time work at approximately 68%. Academic pressure and time management each contribute around 60%, which personal life contributes about 55%. This shows that students experience stress from multiple areas of life, especially financial responsibilities and balancing work with their studies.
Now I will discuss the strengths of theories used in this poster. Firstly, structural functionalism theory highlights how different roles such as being a student, worker, or family member contribute to personal growth. By managing these responsibilities, students can become more responsible, independent, and better prepared to function effectively in society. Secondly, behaviorism theory explains how external rewards can encourage positive behavior. Rewards such as good grades, recognition, or income can motivate students to stay consistent, develop discipline, and improve their time management skills. Through repetition and reinforcement, students are also able to build productive habits and support academic success and personal development. Therefore, both theories provide useful insights into understanding how students adapt to their various responsibilities and maintain their performance.
Hi, in this section, I will explain the limitation of both theory. First, for the structural functionalism theory, one limitation is that it tends to ignore inequality and unfair exploitation in society. This theory mainly focuses on social order and stability, but is often overlooked conflict and struggle that individuals may face. It also tends to emphasize student role too much without considering deeper social problems. Meanwhile, the behaviorism theory also has several limitations. This theory ignores intrinsic motivation and emotion. Intrinsic motivation such as personal interest, opinion, passion, and emotion. It mainly focused on reward and punishment to control behavior. However, it does not fully consider creativity or an individual personal well-being. In conclusion, although both theories help explain behavior, they also have weakness. They also have weakness and may not fully explain complex social issues on their own.
So now I will present the last part, which is conclusion. To conclude, two types of theory, which is structural functionalism theory and behaviorism theory, to explain work-life balance in the context of university. So structural functionalism basically highlights how university students manage their competing roles and responsibility to maintain their stability as a student, while behaviorism and emphasize how external reward and punishment influence student choice and prioritize certain action. So both of this theory help students to stay productive. Basically, we also give us some reference that can become an evidence to support our finding. So that's all from us, and thank you.